Hey everybody, John here from Bombastic Whips, and today I'm going to answer Google's top asked whip questions. Let's get into it. So question number one is, what is a bullwhip used for? Now, bullwhips can be used for many different things. A lot of people use them for sport and hobby cracking. However, there are still people who use them for cattle ranching, which is their intended purpose. Question number two, what is the difference between a bullwhip and a stock whip? Now, this is a really good question. So a stock whip is this one. That's a stock whip. It's got a longer stock, and the one right next to it is a bullwhip, which doesn't have a wooden handle. Now, you can definitely tell these apart because a stock whip has a keeper. And if you want to see more images of this, you can totally go look at bombasticwhips.com, where you can see multiple images and infographics I have there. Next question, is whip cracking dangerous? I only think whip cracking is dangerous if you don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it and you have a skilled teacher, whip cracking should not be dangerous. All right, next question, are whips illegal to carry in public? Well, this is where we get down to common sense. Whips are generally legal in most states and counties. Some counties you do need a special license for them. However, in most, it's perfectly legal to carry a whip. All right, next question, how do I choose the right length whip? Well, I actually have an entire video on this, which you can go see right up there. What's the best paracord for making whips? Now, paracord comes in different sizes and tensile strength. There's 550 paracord, which can hold 550 pounds of weight. Now, most people use 550 paracord because it's the right diameter to get a nice even weave. However, there are some people who cut that in half and even go to 275 paracord. And there's some people who mix them together. All right, next question, what is the belly in whip making? This is a really good question, and I hear a lot of people say, what's a belly, when I'm trying to explain how to make a whip. So I'll just answer this. A belly is the inside of a whip that you're plaiting over. Now, this is most likely going to be another weave that you've done on top of another belly. So there can be multiple bellies in one whip. However, when you're talking specifically, it's the one going down the middle. Okay, next question, how can you fix a whip? Now, fixing a whip comes down to what's broken. So you have to address what's broken first. If it's the cracker, that's a pretty easy fix. Just make a new cracker or buy a new cracker and attach it to your whip. I've actually got another full video, which you can go check out right up there. However, if there's something deeper and further that's going on wrong with your whip, it might be smart to contact a whip maker or someone who has a little bit more knowledge on that. Okay, the next question I really love. Why can a whip crack but not a rope? Now, this question is awesome because some people like to just grab a rope and start swinging it around like a whip and try to see if it can work. However, the way a whip works is it's heavy at one end and really light at the other, hence the cracker and the handle. Now, when you swing the whip, it starts really heavy and travels really, really fast and gets faster and faster until it exceeds the speed of sound. So when you're swinging around a rope, which is the exact same diameter, the entire length, it doesn't have any taper, so it can't actually exceed the speed of sound. I hope that makes sense. Can a whip cut skin? Yes, it sure can. And if you're doing stuff you probably shouldn't do with a whip, you're gonna cut yourself. It's not too bad, it might bleed for a little bit, but it's not terrible. Can you use a whip for self-defense? Yes, you can, but you can also use a hammer for self-defense. That's all I'm gonna say. What should I wear when whip cracking? Well, I always advise wearing long pants like jeans or sweatpants, a sweatshirt, and safety glasses. What kind of whip did Indiana Jones use? Well, he swaps between a 6 and a 10-foot bullwhip. However, they're all made by David Morgan. I hope this video helped with any questions you may have had on whip cracking. If you have any more, let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and possibly even subscribe if you want more whip content like this. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. Make sure to check out bombasticwhips.com, and until next time, stay cracky.